to introduce a very interesting young man who's traveled from very far away to be with us tonight.
How are we looking? Live on Facebook. Take it away, John.
All right, now we're fucking here. This is episode 22. This is the pre-show live stream. I'm Donovan. This is Colin. This is fucking Salt of the Streets. Today we're going to talk about some really cool shit. It's going to be a lot of really good conversations. I'm actively trying to swear a little bit less. So
Beautiful.
I got this. Not because anybody told me to, like that fucking woman that handles our finances for our company. Because I told you the first time that I met that woman, she told me that she's a good lady and she handles my money well, but she told me that I shouldn't swear because people were going to think I was dumb, and that really made me mad. But anyway.
It is a very common perception.
Yes. Anyway, like I said, this is episode 22. We're live on everything. We're also going to do another live stream of the show on Facebook after this one, like just a few minutes afterwards, just in case we need to go to the bathroom or get more water or beer or anything like that. We're really happy that you guys are here. Thank you for showing up. 22 episodes is fucking sweet. Thank you for anybody who listened to last week because it was disgusting and foul, and I apologize for my behavior. I'm sorry if anybody saw that. Well, actually, I'm happy if you did, but I'm also sorry. But I did put out that piece. So
But it was fun.
Yeah.
And we definitely needed a reprieve because things have been getting pretty heavy lately.
It was a lot to handle.
Yeah. It's great to be able to just kick it every now and again.
Yes.
Let the TV be the topic machine. That was fun.
And we didn't get to we got to channel 30 or some shit like
Yeah.
that. We didn't get nowhere, which was cool because that just means we've got more content to come on another day.
Absolutely.
Excuse me. So this week we're going to be talking about the big three, right? Our big three is going to be, I think we'll start with Scott Pruitt because that's like a little bit of it's a smaller of the three. So we're going to talk about Scott Pruitt because he resigned. And then we're going to talk about either Brett Kavanaugh. Anyway, we're going to talk about Brett Kavanaugh because he's the new person that got
Nominated to the Supreme Court.
Thank you very much. To the Supreme Court. And so we're going to go over some stuff that he's done in the past and kind of the outlook from both sides on the future. And then we're going to talk about the president's trip to NATO and his trip to the UK, and just kind of a lot of drama and stuff that happened throughout that. And then we have a lot of pop culture, and I got some crazy-ass sports stuff for us to go through.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm really excited for that. You're going to be shocked. I'm telling you right now.
I'm excited.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. So
It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, so what have you eaten today before we continue?
I had so much Starbucks. No, we went and got, it's Friday. We should mention it's Friday. Obviously, if you're watching the live stream, you know it's Friday. Duh. But for those of you podcast listeners, we're recording again early on a Friday because we are very busy people. And but I actually had the day off today, which was wonderful. So I got to sleep in, and then I was just super lazy. So I was like, let's just go to Starbucks and get a bunch of sandwiches
Breakfast and stuff.
Yeah. So we each had 2 sandwiches this morning from Starbucks.
Ballers over here.
Daddy was hungry. Yeah, and that's it. And I'm like munching on some grapes right now because
Your little tiny wife ate 2 breakfast sandwiches?
Delicious. Yeah, man. Well, I mean, I had like the last 2 bites.
I'm impressed.
My wife, who's holding the Instagram camera right now, is I mean, she's like a garbage disposal. She's 5'3" and can just put food in places that I've never seen.
Yeah.
I don't know how somebody that's 5'3", 100 pounds soaking wet can eat so much foam. 110? Okay, got it. Still, it's crazy. Yeah, I know. It's
no, that's raw.
I think she's got a black hole in her stomach because it just gone.
Takes it all.
What's that?
Jacob has joined you.
Jake!
Hello, sir. I'm happy you're here. I'm happy that anybody's here. It's a beautiful thing. I like that stuff. I like being able, I liked watching it on YouTube last week. It was cool.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. Yeah. It was a nice setup, too. Hanging out at the couch.
Our Wi-Fi is kind of
comfortable.
dog shit, but the setup itself was nice.
Yeah, hopefully this time, because we're going to cut the pre-show. We're going to take a quick break, refresh, like you said earlier, and then we're going to jump right back in, and we're going to attempt another full-on live stream of the main show.
Full-on live stream.
We're crossing our fingers for the Wi-Fi to hold out the whole time, and we don't lose a half hour of content like we did last week.
Yeah, I'm really sorry about that.
Yeah, we lost like probably like the first 15 minutes and the last 15, which wasn't that bad. I mean, it was like 2:15 or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's good stuff.
Jake says you make me happy.
Oh, you make me happy, buddy.
That's
and
sweet.
I know I'm not going to say anything about it, but I just hope you're doing pretty good right now. I hope you're doing better. And you know what I mean when I say that. Super secret.
Words. Get on this fucking podcast, Jacob.
He's coming. He's coming. We literally just talked probably, I don't know, less than an hour ago.
For your birthday?
Everything's going to be on so far for my birthday.
Yes.
And yeah, so it's going to be good. They're both coming in, and we're going to have an amazing episode, and we're going to probably try to do another live stream. I want to kind of try to keep doing these if possible. And we're going to have some fucking fun, man. It's my birthday.
I'm staring into your soul, dog.
He says, yeah, fuck bees.
Fuck bees. So yeah, now you kind of get why he's in pain right now. It happened to somebody I work with a couple of weeks ago. They were like,
we swarmed on.
Yeah, we work a lot in the woods in our profession, and he was rolling through, and he stepped on one of those ground nesting beehives.
Fuck.
And then got fucking swarmed and got tatted up like 8 or 9 times and shit like that. Poor kid.
Fuck that.
That poor kid, man. He's been with us for a little over a year, but it's like he's just so prone to being like stung by bees and bitten by like all sorts of insects out in the woods. He just gets beat up all the time for no reason. I feel so bad for him.
Jake's not allergic to bees, right?
No.
Well, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
At least because you can be like mildly allergic, and just have like an extra fierce reaction.
Yeah.
And that's got to be weaker than shit. Like to not die, but to be extra uncomfortable has got to be super terrible.
Because getting stung by bees just sucks to begin with.
Yeah.
But if it was just extra stucky, that'd be really, really bad.
I was like 15 before I got stung by a bee.
You should consider yourself lucky.
Yeah, it took me a long time. I was playing football, and I was standing there waiting to be put in, and I was like, oh, what the fuck? And I wasn't sure what happened, and I asked somebody, got stung by a bee dog. And I was like, oh.
I'm like,
All right, cool.
That's cool.
It's finally happened. And I've only been stung a couple of times. Just, I don't know, maybe.
That's funny, like
5.
random stuff that happens to like normal people on a regular basis when they're kids. Like some people just get lucky and totally skirt out of that
For a long time.
Like fucking chicken pox.
And I fucked with bees too, like stepped on them and shit, and like I did, yeah. And we had all kinds of flowers. Like my grandma had a huge garden when I was growing up, so that's totally luck. That's all that is luck that I did not get stung by a bee. But
I guess they never thought you were trying to steal their precious pollen or nectar.
I'm
nectar.
just fucking sweet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
That's what it is.
I just like when you're sitting around a campfire.
Yeah.
There's always like a couple people that the mosquitoes like just tend to swarm, and everyone else is like mostly safe.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's just me. But like, I just don't really have that big a problem with mosquitoes.
Smoke follows beauty. That's what they say.
That's what it is. So I just bask in the smoke, and then the mosquitoes stay away.
Yeah.
Except for when I'm working, mosquitoes love me.
I'm glad you made that connection. I know that was like I didn't
deep
really
dive.
Yeah, I didn't connect those two thoughts very well, but I'm glad you understood what I was saying. I'm really sorry about that, everybody, but maybe you can piece together. If you do, good for you. So what did you do this week
Oh yeah, I forgot. That's
in
what
your
we're doing.
regular life? Because
In
that's
my
what
regular
this
life.
thing is supposed to be about.
See, 4th of July was last week, right? Yeah.
Yes.
We did that already. What did I do this week? It's been like crunch week. Doing a lot of prep work for upcoming New York trip in August. And just trying to, stay alive. I've been working a lot lately this week. I've worked like 11 and a half hours, 10 hours, 10 and a half hours. So a lot of work, which is good.
Balling.
Trying to get, trying to climb that ladder, baby. Got to put in the extra time. But I'm trying to think. I didn't watch any movie. I did start a new audiobook. I might have talked about it last week, but it's really good. It's called Shogun.
That was a good one.
It's a book written by, what's his name? And the Instagram's on my phone, so I can't look it up. Mm-hmm. But it's a really awesome historical fiction book. It takes place during the time that the Portuguese and the Spanish were, at war and, warring over in Europe and stuff. But they were like the East India Company was heavily trading in Japan, and so there's it's like a big kind of epic Game of Thrones style political actiony intrigue type of story, but it's really, really good.
Yeah.
It's like 56 hours long, and I'm only like 12 into it, but it's really good.
That's a lot of content, dog.
Yeah, it's so much. Can you imagine reading a book verbally out loud
For 56
trying
hours.
not to screw up as much as you can, and then just for 56 hours total?
I wonder how much outtakes there are for audiobooks.
There's got to be a ton. And like, how often? Like, what kind of session do you sit? You sit down for like an 8-hour session, and like, what do you take chunks at a time, chapters at a time, just kind of keep going until you screw up, and then all right, stop, go back to the last section. I'd be curious.
Kevin Smith read his own audiobook for his biography that he wrote, autobiography, and he did it in his house because they have the podcast studio in his house. So he just did it in his own house.
One of my favorite authors, Scott Sigler. Shout out to Scott Sigler. He the sports book, The Rookie. Yeah. There's a whole. Yeah, that's kind of a fun series. But he has a little podcast set up in his office that he has, and so he goes in there and he reads his books and puts them out on podcast form. He does like 2 or 3 chapters at a time and release them once a week
for freezies.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Excuse me.
If I ever had the time to do that, I would love to do that.
That would be rad.
That'd be fun. But I need to get better at writing first so it doesn't sound like crap. There you go. But that's all I did this week. We had a dinner party next door last night, which was nice. Got a bunch of family in from Europe visiting, so got to see them a lot over the last week. It's been pretty nice. Weather's been great. Not going to complain.
Yeah.
What about you?
Monday we had our second ultrasound because when we went the week before, they said that Jordan was not as far along as they thought that she was.
Okay.
So they put her back to like 10 weeks. And so we went back this next time and she was like 11, you know what I'm saying? Like 11 and a half. And that's when they did all the tests and the whatever. And we got to like hear the heartbeat and shit like that. Yeah, that was cool. And so that was rad. Tuesday, I got my fucking haircut. Guys, check this shit.
Looking fresh.
Lindsay Lockard now. Oh my God.
Congratulations.
Yes, there it is. Congratulations. I'm definitely going to tag you in this because that's some real shit. Cuts by Lindsay's fresh as fuck.
Is that her own business?
No, she works at a salon in Manette. That's 1 block down from Der Blocken and 1 block up from the weed store.
Very nice.
You know what I'm saying? It's perfect. It's in a great spot. So I really like that place, and she does a fucking sick ass cut. And nice. I've also known her since I was like in elementary school. So
that's dope.
So I did that, and then just did lots of research for this shit the last couple of days. There's been lots of stuff that's happened, and then I watched the Peter Strzok thing. Because that I thought was super duper interesting.
Yeah, I just listened to that one episode of the Daily you recommended to me, and just get the highlights. So I cannot wait to go back and watch that whole shit show unfold.
Was like 10 hours.
Ooh, of that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can you do that for 10 hours?
It was fucking so wildly partisan. It was crazy. It was 2 different committees in the House, so it was like. I don't know, 70 fucking representatives or something like that. It was crazy.
That's crazy. And they tried to stick to the 5-minute rule from the understanding of it, but it doesn't sound like they even really made much progress on that.
Well, Trey Gowdy is the head of...
Yeah, what committee is that?
I think that it's the Internal Affairs or the Intelligence Committee. That's what it is, right?
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that he's the chairman of the Intelligence Committee. In his first round of questioning, he went on for like 9 minutes, and someone finally stopped, and then somebody else gave him their time, and so he got to go again. And it was like some of the most unprofessional shit I've ever seen come out of the House of Representatives. It was really pretty crazy.
Yeah, it didn't sound like there was much parliamentary procedure carried out very well.
Attempted, but not executed, you know.
Nice.
Yeah, it was wild. So we'll definitely talk about all of that. But that's all that I did this week. We came here. It's Friday, so the week is even early this week.
Heck
Usually
yeah.
we would do something, but Jordan's doing baking for a wedding tomorrow, so we probably won't even do anything. I might bring something home for dinner, some shit like that. But that was it. Oh, I went and saw my grandma today. And
oh, nice.
Yeah, I showed her our ultrasound pictures and talked to her about all kinds of shit, like just about the government and UK and stuff like that. It was cool. It was a good conversation. I love my grandma. Shout out to Gigi Beth. But that's it. Judy. So we can. I mean, if you're prepared, because we talked about what you ate.
We got that knocked out. We got to make sure everything's legit with the dietary.
This stuff here. Oh, you guys can have the fucking.
The clutch table.
Yep, the clutch table exclusive.
Twitter
waters.
Exclusive.
That's Offie's tobacco pouch things and some grapes.
Imported from Sweden.
This is some weed. And then this is a Space Dust beer.
Yeah, we're drinking the Space Dust today.
Delicious.
Courtesy of Elysian Brewing. Not courtesy of, but they made it and I bought it. So there's that.
Twitter.
Hashtag not an ad.
Swoop. So that's it. So I'm prepared to fucking exit out all these goddamn things if you are.
I am ready if you want to lead us on our outro.
Yes. Make sure to check it out if you're on Twitter. We're going to go to the full live stream on Facebook. And if you're on Instagram, go to Facebook also. I'll tweet out the link again, which I did just a minute ago, but I'll do it again so that everybody can check it out. And like I said, if you're on Instagram, go over to Facebook, Salt of the Streets, and then... You know, you can find it anywhere.
Absolutely.
And then we'll put it on YouTube after the episode comes out. So, excuse me, that was a burp.
The return of the burps.
Yeah. Other than that, you can find me at Salt of the Street on Twitter. Like you guys know, Big Bird Offie on Twitter, Big Bird Offie on Instagram, Alpaca_Donovan on Instagram, Salt of the Streets on Facebook. Salt of the Streets on Instagram, right? It's Salt of the Street or Salt of the Streets?
Salt of the Streets.
There you go. Salt of the Streets on Instagram. Check all of that shit out. They're going to be traveling in a couple weeks, and they're going to have some dope-ass shit from New York, just pictures and videos and stuff like that from where they go. Carolina's really good about posting stuff on the stories, so make sure you check out the stories. I got some good shit cooking for while they're gone, and it's going to be awesome. So
much fun.
Yeah, so everybody, go check out the live stream on Facebook, and this episode will be up on Monday. Don't get greedy. We'll see you guys later.
Later.
Bye.